Today's question, how do you develop emotional intelligence? Did you know that research has shown that 90% of top performers have highly developed EQ? It's true. If you look at top performers, one of the things that sets them aside is high emotional intelligence. So then how can we develop this for ourselves and for others? Well, it might be easier than you think. You see, it's like any skill. If you dedicate some time to it, give it some energy, and practice it, you can actually develop your EQ to get better over time. So now where do we start? Well, there is a model you'll want to look at, and we use Daniel Goleman's model, and he's the author of several books, often thought of as like the founder of EQ. Here's one of the books I recommend, Emotional Intelligence, and why it can matter more than IQ. That's true. So why can it be more important than IQ? His other book that I personally like, it's a short read, it talks about the brain a little bit, is The Brain and Emotional Intelligence, and this one's titled The New Insights. It's about 60, 70 pages, easy to read. You can probably read in about an hour, and it talks about what's happening in your brain, what's happening in your body when you're experiencing emotionally charged events. So the model has 5 different components, and we'll just briefly touch on 2. So the first one is self-awareness. So are you aware of your emotions? In other words, are you aware of what sets you off or what makes you happy? So what are those emotional triggers is what we refer to them as. And then once you can identify what your emotional triggers are, can you then regulate your emotions? So that's step 2, is regulation. Can you control those emotions to ultimately have the impact that you want to have? So those are just 2 of the steps, and we want to teach you about all 5 of them. So we're going to have a webinar on October 3rd, and to register for that webinar, just go to rockstarworkforce.com/EQ webinar, and you can register there. And if you're watching this in the future, I'm sure you'll be able to find the recording right there. So that's all for today. So hopefully you got some value out of this, but we really encourage you to come back and watch that webinar. And if you have any questions related to talent management or assessments, please send an email to support@rockstarworkforce.com or leave a comment in the comment section here, and we'll make sure to get to those. And that's all for today. Take care.